Basement Chronicles live. I love doing live television, live streaming as well, live everything. And one of the reasons I think I love the streaming is because I just cut my chops for the first time doing live TV. So this is like, even easier, if I may say so myself, to kind of come in here and just like, yes, plan. But I think when people are able to do live streaming, you really get to see who they are, what they're about. And I hope you're getting a taste of the kind of person that I am, what it would be to work with me. So please go follow me everywhere. Welcome to Facebook, the Diamond in the To All the Girls Success Club. Welcome to YouTube. Join my channel, YouTube Basement Chronicles there. Welcome to LinkedIn as well. And of course, I was on a little earlier with the Instagram crowd over there. Just you kind of need to kind of chop it up sometime, somewhere. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Today, I want to talk about celebrating your wins. This is in preparation for the goal setting workshop that I will be doing on Sunday, the 28th. Have you signed up? Have you even considered being in that room with me and all of the other people who have registered to be there? Have you even seen yourself there, pen and paper, taking notes, taking those 2 hours for yourself on Sunday to simply debrief? Take the time that you don't usually take for your own self to figure out, what am I doing in 2024? It's very important that you know where you are heading. And there's something about putting pen to paper, writing things down, that is life changing and stimulating enough to start the brain to think about, how am I going to do this? So I want to invite you to mix 2024. If you are watching me everywhere except Instagram, you can see the ticker tape at the bottom of my screen. And just please go to lisamdublin.com/, capital M, capital I, capital G, and you can sign up there. Okay, there's still a couple days to sign up. It is absolutely free. I just simply want to help you to win in 2024. That's my jam, in other words. Here's one of the things that I'm going to be teaching in that workshop. And it is to celebrate the wins, to celebrate the milestones. Many of us do not take the time, even in the process of getting to a goal, to kind of celebrate when we have achieved a certain part of the goal. And yesterday, I caught myself not doing that, and I had to stop and acknowledge where I was. I did a big thing recently in my life, and it was extraordinary. Sign of things to come, and I was very happy for it. But I hadn't taken the time, just in the busyness of being a mom, being an entrepreneur, being wife, running the household, just everything all together, to everything to everybody. I didn't stop to take the time to kind of just, hey, you did this. Oh my goodness. What does that even mean? Can you just stop and acknowledge that you, Lisa Dublin, are the person who did such and such? There was a quiet awe, humility, gratitude, a little teary moment when I just took the time to acknowledge it. And being the kind of achiever that I am, and you probably are if you're listening to me, then I was like, oh, if I could do that. That's the advantage of taking the time to just kind of signal and document and chronicle. Can you remember my Basement Chronicles? Chronicle your wins, because it's really humbling. It's really awe inspiring. It is really self encouraging. If I've never heard anybody say that, but self encouraging is self explanatory. Like, it is self encouraging to take the time for your own self and to say, hey, I was the person who did that. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you that I have this kind of talent to be able to do such and such. It's one of the things I will teach you how to do in that workshop, to in the process of evaluation, there has to be celebration. There has to be you taking the time to acknowledge and to celebrate in some form or fashion that I did a thing. So I went out and, just kind of celebrated, just a small celebration, Hillary and I, of, what had been done. And it was good. And it just makes you feel better. So in this whole entire process of goal setting, it's not just simply about grind. Okay. Have you guys heard about this thing called the soft life these days? I actually heard a podcaster who I follow talk about, at a certain point you don't want the soft life because it makes you soft. Like, for example, I've recently got back into the gym in a serious way, kind of lifting a little heavier, and my knees feel better because they are now under that kind of pressure again. And I'm like, so if I had just simply taken life as it is, just continuing without the strenuous exercise, I wouldn't be feeling so good and having stronger knees because of it. And I'm really preparing for the half marathon in the summer. So it's very important that, I do the strength training at that level. So the thing is that if you're living the self life, you're not coming up against the challenges. You're actually in a sense avoiding them, and opting for the things that seem to be easier, that can perhaps bring you easy wins. And not that that is a bad thing, but you need to build the muscles of life. You need to build your life muscles. That is what challenges are about. That is what going after big goals are about, building the life muscles to make you readier and to make you able to take on any challenge that comes. Hey, everybody on Instagram, how are you doing, you guys? So I hope you join me. So this is going to be a very short segment this morning about celebrating your wins and taking the time when you have done something great to acknowledge it and to say, hey, I did this. This is good. Not to puff out your chest and not, forget that. It's not about that. Okay. Yes, we must thank you, Reverend Gary Reed on LinkedIn. Yay, I'm seeing my LinkedIn messages finally. Yeah, we have to celebrate our wins. And, I also think it's important not to keep them to yourself, that the people who matter to you the most should also be given the opportunity to be your biggest cheerleaders as well. Does it make any sense that when certain people say certain things, it means more to you? And I know I'm perhaps going off topic a little bit here. And obviously, you need to acknowledge your own wins for yourself. But I feel sometimes we are reluctant to let other people who matter to us know the good that we've done. I always like to give this story about, it's, I think it's a maybe just a fable or whatever, but the story of the quarterback who was very humble in daily life, but one day had to be on the stand in a court of law, and he had to swear on the Bible at the time to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And the first question that was asked of him was, are you the best quarterback in the state? And he squirmed, he looked around, he was uncomfortable. And then he said, yes, I am. And everybody in his circle who heard him in that courtroom was pretty surprised that he was so candid and that he admitted it. And they asked him about it after. And he said, like, well, I was told to tell the truth. I had to tell the truth. And the truth about us is not always the bad things that we do, it's also the good things that we do. And I think sometimes we don't give the people around us the opportunity to help us celebrate by acknowledging the good that we've done. In my group, Speak with Confidence, we've recently had a couple big wins with some of the participants, the graduates, and it has just been so amazing as part of the confidence journey to see them able to come into a group, a high rolling group such as mine, and to be able to confidently say, hey, I did this, celebrate with me. Well, not, you're not going to say celebrate with me, but to put it out there in the open without any shame, without feeling that you are boasting, without feeling that you're being arrogant. It's not about that, but you are a human being who needs to be acknowledged, and you need to help yourself do that. Okay. By the way, if you are thinking of Speak with Confidence, which is my other signature program, our next cohort 8, you guys. God, 8. It's going to be May 1st to the end of May. It's a 5-week program, and you can go and sign up for the wait list. Like, go to lisamdublin.com. I'm being lazy this morning. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm not even putting up any of my, I'm not putting up any of my links or anything. I'm just like, just go to lisamdublin.com. Okay. If you go there, let me just put it here. Go to lisamdublin.com. And if you go to /SWC, the Speak with Confidence program, you can sign up for the wait list, because we're going to kick off maybe like March, start to really advertise and so on. But get on the wait list so that I can start to help you along with your speaking and get you excited about the program in May. We're going to run it twice this year, May and November. And so you want to get in as soon as possible. There is now continuous training. So I'm taking all of my people, my Speak with Confidence graduates, and there will be continuous learning every month coming into a session to learn and to practice what we've learned, the foundational things that we've learned in the program. So you want to get in here. You want to get in there if you are a professional, if you are an executive who wants to just hone your skills, if you are that kind of person, maybe you are an immigrant and you've come into this big new world and kind of lost your voice. Listen, accent means nothing. Okay? It's what's up here and it's what's in there. And I teach people to speak with your fire. Speak from that. If you speak from an authenticity and a confidence, it will deal with all of the other nuts and bolts like pronunciation, intonation, all of those great things. But you first have to have a fire. You first have to believe in what you say. And then how you say it, we were going to work on that. So I work on authenticity and we work on confidence to make you that well-rounded speaker wherever you find yourself. So I hope you join. Go to lisamdublin.com/SWC and you can sign up for the wait list there. So you guys, yeah, this morning we're going to keep it really short. And I'm going to jump off in a little while. So please join MIGS 2024. Okay. And I think I do have here's the thing for it. Okay. MIGS 2024, how to accomplish your most important goals in 2024. Even if you have written down your goals, you will get eye openers in this workshop. I have used it to finish 2 manuscripts, publish one of them. I've used it to run my courses, to set out with a big business goal in particular and accomplish it. It all starts from the planning, the preparation, keeping the motivation going, a motivation that comes from a deep place of, I know why I'm doing this. So many people, and you know what? We'll talk about systems because I'm literally living unstuck in that area of my life now. I was talking about it in a post yesterday, and you can also go listen to my podcast. Everywhere you get podcasts, the podcast name is Basement Chronicles. IG, just go to the link in my bio and you can see the podcast, and please go sign up, okay? And I was talking about just struggling the last couple months with consistency with my recording the podcast. And this is in spite of it getting traction every single time I do a podcast. I get more listeners, more followers, etc. So then why was it difficult to continue? Because I didn't have a system in place. And in the podcast from yesterday, I was talking about what James Clear said in this book, Atomic Habits. Have you heard of that book? I talked about it yesterday. So no, this is not yesterday's broadcast because I'm in a different outfit. But I'm still talking about Atomic Habits because it was that life changing. And he said in Atomic Habits that we do not rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. The reason that I got stuck in the area of recording, producing the podcast is because I found a system that works. The minute in going after a goal, which is why I want you to come into session on Sunday. The minute you find a system for the goal, you don't even need to worry too much about getting there. The minute you have a system for how to eat and how to exercise and when to do it, you don't even have to worry about losing weight, maintaining weight, um, eating healthily, because you have a system in place. And this year in particular, for all people I meet who coach with me, who are in my programs, free or paid, we are going to focus on the systems, putting things in place to make sure on top of your foundation, you've got a certain way of performing and doing things so that you get results. That is just anybody you see producing, and you look at your own self in any area of your life, wherever you find yourself producing the most, it's most likely because you figured out a system to keep you consistent. And so that is hope for you, that in the areas where you're struggling with these goals that you have, that now it's like it's end of January and they're starting to fizzle out. Don't be, no, no, no. Listen, come. MIGS 2024 is happening on Sunday. So please go sign up. You can just explore my page. All of the promos are there for MIGS 2024. Sign up now and make an effort and a determination that you're going to come into the session, not just sign up, but actually attend and be present. Because when you have a system, you will take off, and that feeling of it being easy to do the things that you've always wanted to do is just the best feeling in the world. So I hope to see you on Sunday at MIGS 2024. Thank you so much for listening today. And don't forget to celebrate your wins. Even in the process of getting to the goal, you've got to have little milestones, and you need to be able to celebrate each one of them as a way of acknowledging your strengths and also giving you impetus and encouragement to continue. Bye, everybody. Take care and have a wonderful day and weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday.